defensive effort in the first half, I thought was pretty darn good. We really defended. We used a lot of different personnel. Guys were locked in. And so our defense in the first half was great. Our value for the basketball throughout the game was really, really good. And then I also liked the way we executed down the stretch. So the lead did get cut down to maybe about 5 there late in the game. And guys did a good job just executing and attacking and either scoring the ball or getting fouled. So really proud of that as well.
Coach, how important was the start of the game? I mean, Ryder didn't get over 10 points until 8-9 minutes left in the half, and Chris hit a couple of big threes right away early.
Yeah, so we certainly did beat a very good basketball team today. They already have 2 road wins this year, and they were leading for a good part of the game at South Florida. They easily could have won that game. And so whenever you can get off to that type of start, it really helps. Are we going to be able to do that in every game we play this season? No. But when we can play with the lead, it certainly does help our team.
Joe, throughout the game, you seem to just have incredible vision, whether that was driving to the hoop, which maybe you did a little bit more today than in a couple of recent games, or just finding somebody else on your team for a wide open look. Why do you think you were able to execute so well against the Ryder defense?
I think it's just a mindset that I need to always have. Like, I've looked up at the past 5 games. I think I just started doing that around second half. I was a little bit passive in the first half, and I just decided that it might actually help the team if I start doing it from the tip. So that's what I try to do today.
Coach, you mentioned that Ryder is a solid basketball team, even though they were picked, I think, 7th in the MAC or something like that. Did you feel that they were going to make a run in the second half when you were up by 15?
Yeah, and as far as people being picked 7th, I think sometimes with these graduate transfers that come in, I don't think people that vote for what place you're going to finish in the league, I don't think they're aware of everything. So they certainly have a very talented team. The way I described it to our team before the game in the locker room is that they've got 2 Ryan rooms, meaning they have one guy averaging 9.2 rebounds and another averaging 8. So they're very big and athletic, and I think Kevin does a terrific job. So do we expect them to make a run? We knew it was possible. We expected them to press more in the second half, and they did. And we handled the adversity and the challenges that were thrown at us.
The guy who stuck out to me in this game, even though maybe he doesn't light up the box score, who came off the bench, was Will. 8 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of steals in just 14 minutes. But what would you say that you were impressed with his play today?
Yeah, certainly. I told him after the game that I was proud of how he played. And so in the first half, he was very aggressive. Defensively, for him to steal the ball, that's what we're after. And so it's a process. He is brand new to Division I basketball. There's a lot to learn, especially defensively. But offensively, he really has been able to help our team throughout this season.
Joe, the first half, the three-point shots were certainly falling for you guys. You made, I think it was 6 threes in the first and missed your last couple before the break. But the second half, the three-point shot wasn't falling. So you guys seemed to go to the rack a little bit more, and then a lot more free throws down the stretch. When the three-point shot isn't falling and how big of a part of your offense it is, what do you guys need to shift and change, or what's going through your head maybe?
It's definitely a big part of our game, but I mean, we gotta stay confident, keep shooting the ball, because we know at some point it's just gonna fall, and that's gonna help us win the game.
Coach, this win today is Fordham's 1,500th win ever in the program history. What does it mean to be part of something like that?
Yeah, so I don't know that means much to us because we've only been here for about a year and a half. The thing we talked about in the locker room after the game, we're the first Atlantic 10 team to get 5 wins this year. And so, what does that mean exactly? I'm not sure, but it beats the heck out of being the last team to get 5 wins. So we're proud of what we're doing this season. We're proud of this group. Obviously, there is enough tradition here at Fordham to have 1,500 wins. That is a big number. But I think we're more focused on what we can do with this team this year.
Coach, looking ahead to the Texas Arlington game, you guys battled hard with them last year. They're obviously a pretty good team. How do you prepare for them?
Yeah, so, we've constantly got these quick turnarounds. And by that I mean, tomorrow we'll be very light with our practice, and we'll basically have a one-day prep to get ready for Arlington on Friday, the game being Saturday. So that's how this season has been so far. We've already played 6 games. So it will be very quick. They are a terrific team. They are certainly the best team that we've played so far this year.
with the non-conference schedule also, last year you guys did a terrific job of really maintaining home court advantage. This year it's more of the same so far. How important is that?
I think it is important. And when I was a younger coach, I didn't really understand that. I thought all games were the same and all that. But it is something we have talked about. We're proud of the fact that we won 14 at home last year and set a Fordham record for most home victories. This one here on Saturday will be as tough as any of them because Arlington they were such a good team last year and now they got everybody back.
And Joe, facing this Texas Arlington team again last year, what do you take from last year's experience into this next game?
We'll be ready to play against them.
Coach, last thing, do you think all these quick turnarounds will prove to be very good down as the season continues?
It's a great question. And for example, someone asked me why did we play 3 games in 3 days? If we're going to play all the games that the NCAA allows us to play, this is the only way to do it. So with exempt events, you're allowed to play 31 games, and for us to fit them all in, we've got to play them, back to back to back like we do. So it's one of the challenges of college basketball right now. I think it's great for our guys because they much rather be playing than practicing. But it's part of growing as a team. It's part of who we are as far as becoming a better basketball team. You learn from these challenges that are the games.